9 months ago, I decided that my old Sony camera has had enough and realized that I need to buy a new one, and here's how I got this Fujifilm X-T30 II. I spent 9 months with it and made some of my favorite photos. Here are my thoughts about it. Get yourself a cup of coffee and get ready to watch. Let's start with design, because it's something I have a controversial opinion on. First of all, this Fuji looks good. I mean, it looks like a film camera, and everybody that saw it was asking me if it's a new camera or something from the past, because previously I had a film camera that really looked the same. But my controversial opinion is that this camera is not really good in hand. What I mean is, my old Sony a6000, had this grip where the battery was stored, and it was easy to carry around, to just, I don't know, shoot with it, and I actually didn't even have a strap for camera. I just carried my Sony camera always with this thing. But on Fujifilm there is no such thing, and you usually have to either carry it holding by lens or with a strap, which I really hate. I think shorter strap might fix my problem, but it's still a strap and it won't look good on a tripod. It will be catching things when you shoot from the ground and all the stuff like that. But the bottom line here is that this camera is not so easy to carry around as the ones from Sony. When I was buying this camera, I had two lens options. The first one was cheaper, and the other one is the one you're looking at me through right now. I bought 1855 2.8 to 4 lens, and it's really amazing. I honestly don't think I need another one so far, and I probably won't need it anytime soon. Before that, my main lens on Sony was 50mm 1.8, and it got a lot of bokeh, but it wasn't really sharp, and everything was really zoomed in, which is not very convenient if you want to shoot street. This zoom lens, on the other hand, is very handy. I get to use zoom shots when I need, I get to use wider shots like now, and it even has some bokeh, like I said. You can see this. Also, I gotta mention that now there is a diffusion filter that makes everything fuzzy, blurry, and a little bit cinematic, as I'd like to think, and it's a 20% diffusion filter from Moment. Another thing I'd like to discuss is film simulations. At first I was skeptical because everybody was talking about it as some kind of miracle, and I was like, why don't you just edit it in Lightroom like you have always done? And after buying this camera, I kept thinking like this before I discovered the film simulation that I really like. You see, the problem for me is not editing. I actually like editing photos. The thing is that you see the world through the lens with film simulation already in place. So you get to see some frames that otherwise you would find mundane or, I don't know, not worthy of capturing. Also, film simulations don't take any longer time to apply than a normal photo, and you can always save them RAW plus JPEG, so you get the best of both worlds. What I also like about Fujifilm film simulations is the community around them, because I see photographers from all over the platforms and all over the world discussing, sharing recipes and so on, and it's really beautiful. You don't quite often see photographers agreeing and discussing something together, unless it's probably hate for another brand. Also, I want to mention that when I was purchasing this camera, there was no X-T50 version, so I would probably go with it now if it was a similar price, but at that moment there was only XS20 or XS10, and it was more focused on video than on photo, which is not the right focus for me. Summing up my thoughts, I would say that this is amazing camera that not only makes great photos, because let's be honest, you can make great photos with everything right now, but it also made my passion for photography be reborn. I know it sounds cheesy, but it is what it is. I was struggling to find inspiration to make photos with my old camera, and when I bought this one, everything was new to me. The film simulations, the button placement, and even the not the most convenient grip. And it made me love photography again. Obviously, there are better cameras on the market, and not only from Fujifilm but from other brands, but I love this one and I'm not planning to change it anytime soon, because let's be honest, it does make great photos. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.